today, we brought the truck inside because we're going to line it up. When you lift the truck, the front axle shifts over. But we got this handy dandy ET Profab track bar. So what we had to do is use these big wrenches, loosen the jam nuts. That's hard to do because it's big bolts take big torque. And then we put this here wrench on the tube, and the tube spun real easy. In fact, I could do it by hand. And as you do that, you can actually watch the front axle move over. So we measured it, we moved it over. It's perfect now. It's centered. So what we're doing now, when you do a lift, you have another problem. The sway bar on these older trucks with the Cobra style sway bar towers, sway bar normally rides down here. When you lift the truck, it's up here. You can't buy a link to fit. So what we did, we bought stock links. These are just Mevo Tech stock links. The right links, they normally go like this. And the sway bar's right there. Well, guess what? If you flip the sway bar over, you take it down, take it completely out, flip it over, the sway bar links fit perfectly. All right, so the P-pump just showed you how well it fits on the other side. So now we're gonna take, because we bought the Energy suspension bushings, we're gonna put them in. First thing we gotta do, hey, don't be showing my belly now. Everybody will be jealous. All right, we got these old rubber bushings. Oh, hard to get out. We're gonna put these new polyurethane bushings in, right? So the top, we're not gonna change. But right now, what we're gonna do, the reason we haven't tightened anything up yet, y'all know the drill. We gotta move stuff around. So they go in from the inside, and on the other side, all right, it'll still work. All right, so we're gonna get this started. Now from the factory, the angles on these things are terrible. We'll probably move the sway bar over a little bit. Like I said, it's still loose. We haven't tightened it up yet, so yeah. Oops, that's all my washers and stuff. It's all right. We're still moving it over to get these angles right. Oh, loosen that back up now that we know she's lined up and she works. All right, we get her in there. Woo-wee. Now, I gotta lift her up. Oh, look at that. Truck never had a sway bar on here that was right. It never looked right. It was always all cockeyed. Oh, I can't get the bolt on it. So, we're gonna tighten these bolts up. But what I like to do is just take a gander and see how straight we got them before we tighten everything up. And this side, she's pretty straight. This side, she's leaning a little to the left. So what we're gonna do is move her back over a little bit. We're gonna move this bar just a bit more, not much. Well, we probably can't. That's probably all we're gonna move it. All right, well, it's a whole lot better than the angle was from the factory. I'm just gonna tell you that. So we're gonna tighten these bushings up. They used to be really off. I don't know why Dodge can't put a sway bar that lines up with the freaking holes. Who knows? Maybe they can't measure. I don't know. But they can't seem to do it. So now we got our sway bar flipped. New links. Gonna tighten them up here in a second. All right, so this is right for that. We know that's right. So we can tighten that up. Let's go tighten that other side up. A lot of stuff. I'd get the torque wrench out, torque her down, look up the specs, do all that fun stuff. But we're not doing that for this. Like so. Alright, all we gotta do now is line up the hole. She lined up. She's tight, she's lined up. I'm gonna put the cotter pin in. Welcome back. Remember Welcome Back, Cotter? You don't remember Welcome Back, Cotter. P-pump, you're way too young. Ow! Hang my head on the fender. Boy, you should have got a shot of that. That fender don't move. That sure did. Ouch. Right. Ooh. Holy moly. I'm gonna need an aspirin. All right. All right. See that? She's tight. We're gonna see this. Can you see my finger up here? We're gonna put a couple squirts of synthetic chassis grease in there just to give that ball joint a little bit of greasy grease. We're getting close to being done. All right. We got a 11/16 deep well. And we're gonna put a little tight on the bottom sway bar. But we need an extension, which we've already had out. Oh, we got money laying around for days. We don't need any money. Come on, there we go. Money for days. We can make it rain up in here. All right. If you want some of that, give us a call. Maybe we'll send it your way. Not. Not really. All right. She looks lined up. Give her a couple squeezes. Not too many squeezes. Oh, that's about right. She's tight. She's tight. Usually, I put all kind of never cease on it, but I forgot. So I'm not. Because I don't feel like taking them apart. Would have been smart to, but I don't anticipate taking these off a whole lot. So we're gonna get some, we'll do it later, we're gonna get some grease in all these fittings. These nice energy suspension bushings let you grease them. Why would you wanna grease them? Because they go squeakity squeak, squeak, squeak down the road if you don't grease them. Because they're polyurethane. Rubber wore out. But rubber's in the trash. They were trash, threw them away. Poly doesn't wear out as nice. Well, holds together better, but it does go squeakity squeak, squeak, squeak. So everything's back together. She's tight. She looks good. On to the next thing. All right, folks, we centered up the steering wheel. I don't know if you can see under there. Ain't much to see now that we're done. But to recap, you loosen those bolts on that sleeve, and then you turn the sleeve till the steering wheel's straight. She's nice and straight now. Now let me give you a little tip here. First couple times you think you got it. Unless you got a rack in a perfect alignment, you may not. So plan on driving it down the street and seeing how it goes. And remember, that street's got a crown to it, different roads. So just driving it up and down in front of your house might not prove anything. So I got her out and drove her down the road pretty far, a couple 30, 40 miles, and I'm comfortable with it. I'm sure you could take it and put it on a rack and get it dead nut straight every time, but this is good for us. So there we go. When you get her done, you get in the truck, you fire it up, and you get going. Time to go have some fun.